We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
What's that, Lloyd?
Welcome to round 9 action here in the RAA NPL South Australia tonight. We are at Jack Smith Park for the clash between West Torrens Birkalla and the Modbury Jets. We'll get to the lineups for both teams quickly, so we do have a minute silence. If we have to stop, we'll stop, but if not, we'll get to the lineups now. So we'll start with the home team. Number 2, Adam Lecornu. Number 5, Reece Djurjevic. Number 8, George Blackwood. Number 10, Charlie Devro. Number 14, Nathan Endijanto. Number 15, Zach Becker. Number 17, Dylan Clayson Thomas. Number 18, Yohei Matsumoto. Number 20, the captain, Nicholas Harpus. Number 22, Alan Welsh. Number 77, Chris Christophilos. Head coach for West Torrens Birkalla is Stav Galekis. Whilst for the visiting Modbury Jets, number 1, Alex Woodlands. Number 2, Paul Wilson. Number 4, Cam O'Doherty. Number 5, Tim Henderson. Number 6, Pat McGregor. Number 7, Liam McCabe. Number 9, Hamish McCabe. Number 10, Jesse Francesco as the captain. Number 11, Francesco Scamitzi. Number 17, Lachlan Wilson. And number 27, Jock Wall. Head coach for Modbury Jets is Morris Natali. About to have a minute silence to remember the life of Modbury Jets great Ray Cool. As we mentioned, the moment of silence was for Modbury Jets legend of the club, Ray Cool, who sadly passed away yesterday. Joining me tonight on the co-coms is Joseph. How do you say your last name, mate, for everyone out there that wonders?
Makeda is the way you say it, but everyone says Machida, Makeda, Makita. So Makeda is the way you say it, or Machida. So, yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, before we start with the game, mate, just touch on, obviously, the moment of silence for Ray Cool. He's been around the club for a couple of years now. Yeah,
Ray Ray was the assistant coach last year. He was around the club. Well, for those who know him around Modbury Jets, he's like Mr. Modbury Jets, really. He's a legend of the club, and he was a legend of a guy. Ray Cool in the name, and cool as a person, that's for sure. And great man. He was a fighter right to the end. He had MND, unfortunately, and he was an inspiration not only to myself but to the players definitely, and to his family. You know, he treated everyone like family, and he was brilliant to have around the club right up until, you know, basically his last breath. He was thinking of Modbury, and he would always come out to games, and he'd be here tonight probably. That's the type of guy Ray was. He's definitely looking down on us, and he's up there in heaven, and he's probably playing the air guitar or something like that, because he was brilliant at it. He was the best air guitar player I've ever seen in my life. So rest in peace to Ray Cool, and yeah, let's hope for a good win and a good night tonight.
Well, there you go. Thanks for joining me tonight, and thanks for that little spiel on Ray Cool. I'm sure there's many people out there that know him better than you and I, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Like you said, you've only been around the club for a couple of years. I've only been involved in this for a few seasons. I didn't know Ray personally, but only good things have been said. Moving on to the game, though, tonight.
Interesting one.
It's an interesting one for your Modbury Jets. It is a good night for football.
Definitely. It's a good night for football, and I was just speaking before, you know, obviously Birkalla and Modbury Jets are both close to each other on the table. If you go and have a look at the NPL season table, so they're close, and both teams, not only just Modbury, not only just Birkalla, but both teams need results tonight. So the 3 points are important on both behalves.
Referee for tonight is Dion Turner, about to kick things off. Nick Elligan and Ethan McCormack, the assistants, as we get under the way. Devereaux goes forward. Safely dealt with by Jock Wall on the far side. Blackwood on the ball now. One of those players that I'm sure you guys would have spoken about having to shut down.
Yeah,
George Blackwood.
Definitely. George Blackwood obviously played for LA United. He's been around, that's for sure, so he's definitely going to be a dangerous player to look out for tonight. I believe that's a foul there on Matsumoto on the far left side by Joku Wall, I believe.
Yeah, and he's still only 27 years old, is George Blackwood, so over 100 games and 2 stints for Adelaide United, scored 20 goals in that time, so he's a definite threat, as they've got like you mentioned.
27, I reckon, you're in your prime, so he's hitting his prime. He's going to be looking sharp tonight. Birkalla got a free kick on the far side here, waiting for the cue for the ref to whip it in.
I'm going to lose my job if you keep doing that. Christophilos has trod over from the left fullback position. He's going to whip this one in for West Times Birkalla, so a very, very, very early chance. I'm sure both teams would love this kind of chance early on. Sprung in from the left. A bit of holding happening in the box. Referee keeping an eye on that. Christophilos delivers.
It's a good ball. That's a good win by Tim Henderson, and Hamish McCabe's away here. Here we go, Hamish McCabe.
I'm glad you know which one's which, because I would have to look at the number. There's another chance for
Wilson hits it. Good save there by Birkalla, safe hands. Birkalla goalkeeper.
Throwing for Modbury Jets on the far side. Means a corner, so now down the other end. What's from a Modbury Jets point of view, corner-wise, for the viewers out there, without giving too much away, is it, signal-wise, players are all on the same page, or is it a little bit difficult sometimes?
Definitely, look, we got our signals, just like every other team in the NPL do. Of course we do. We've got our signals, and it's whether the boys, most of the time, they're all on the same page. We obviously work set pieces every Thursday, and as you can see, it's clearly one from the training park here. Hopefully it pulls off. Coaching O'Doherty crosses the ball in. Good in there by Cameron O'Doherty. Good to see him back too.
To explain the mask, as he had a...
Yeah, so the poor guy, he's done 2 ACLs, and he was out for a very long time. He comes back and he breaks his nose. So he hasn't had the best of luck, but he's a fighter himself. He's quite a fighter. There's full of fighters here at Modbury, that's for sure. He looks like, what do you reckon? What should we call him? Zorro or Batman? What do you reckon?
You have to do it, mate. That's up to you. Forwards from Harpers, falls short. Now it's McCabe. Welch now on the far side in the bright orange boots. Goes forward. Back through the middle again today, Welch. He's just played a position on the park so far this season. Here is O'Doherty, travelling forward. He's got Scamitzi to his right, chooses to go in his own. Fortunately, he gives away. Wilson at Blackwood comes back the other way. There. For George Blackwood, I think he plays a little bit of that freedom role, which he obviously is going to call a 10. It's pretty hard to...
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right. When you got a guy of his class, and he can make a difference up front or in the middle. You kind of just let his experience do his thing and let him wander to where he wants. He already picked the ball up a couple of times. He really looked quite nervous. He's fine. Close to 5 minutes in already.
It was good from Hamish and Lane to play 1-2 out there. Now it's turned over again. Welsh turns it over. Whoa, looks for the long ball.
The ball, but Cheska Smithy on the side.
Harpers getting put under some pressure by Scamitzi. Can't win, while wins the ball back again. James puts it out for throwing on the far side. Long throw by Wall. Scamitzi has some time to think about what he wants to do.
It's a good ball. I think Lockie Wilson.
Does Lockie Wilson play more as a attacking
Attacking midfield. So obviously
drops very deep as well.
Yeah, I guess the Modbury usually do play with the 4-1-2-2. He's on the right side where as you can see he comes up pretty high. And obviously he tracks back to fill in the spaces wherever we've got a man loose.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, he's lurking on the edge here too, Wilson. He's looking for it.
Just comes out and claims that one. Too much of a rush to take this.
I see it, not just with Modbury keeper, but tonight now with Bert's keeper. I see it with every keeper in the league. That 6 second rule doesn't apply to him, does it? It's quite interesting, isn't it? But you know what? I see it in the pros as well, in the Premier League and all of that. That 6 second rule doesn't.
It's kind of gone out the window a little bit.
It has. There's a few counts. Sometimes the keepers they hold onto it for a good
One of
time.
our other commentators, Mark Chowder, might have something more to say about that. He's the goalkeeping expert. If you're listening out there, Mark, just let us know what you think. A little bit more than that to keep Tim Henderson down. It does look in a little bit of pain.
Dan Detroit's gone straight away. Interesting.
Just in case. 7-minute warm up. Follow. Birkalla looking to build to the middle. pass goes all the way back to the corner, but Matsumoto's got a little bit of space there to travel on the far side. Looks back up. Becker gets in front of the wall.
Good ball there on the far side.
It was a good ball.
Michael.
Cabe. Dangerous back pass. Columbia under some pressure. Fortunately for West Torrens Birkalla, they get the throw in from the deflection. Henderson seems to be okay back out there for Modbury Jets. Hopefully just telling Matsumoto to ease up on the ground, give him a pinch there.
Very nice piece of skill. Very nice turn there from
Former United youth player.
Yeah, quite a ton. McGregor. I played with him. I was fortunate enough to play with him at LA United also. So now playing with him at Modbury. He's even gotten better. He's just been getting better and better since when I played with him at LA United. Now he's got a lot thicker, a lot more stronger. Definitely formed into quite a man. So his talent's been speaking for itself this season. He's got some goals. He's a lot thicker. He's a lot thicker, he's a lot stronger, he's a lot bigger. He's obviously hit the gym. Sorry for those for those that are listening, not in that way, but yeah, definitely looking a lot stronger, a lot fitter. So he's becoming looking like a man. Yeah, that's good.
Short of a word tonight. Welsh plays Matsumoto, space. Blackwood makes his way into the box. Target, but unfortunately the ball didn't quite make it past the first defender. There's Matsumoto again. Devro, some space to shoot, doesn't choose to do so. Plays Blackwood, Becker. Becker back out to Matsumoto. Flips it in. Deep, there's no one at the back post. Christopher picks it up. Devro clips it back in. Just get the sense that Christopher had to attack that back
I believe
post
so,
and
yeah.
chance,
Yeah, definitely. If he just creeped up a little bit closer towards the back of Cameron O'Doherty, that would have been a goal. That would have been one of the
played out for back wall. Just makes the eye off the ball for a split second there. Turns it over. Blackwood uses the opportunity to back to Blackwood. Mr. Philos. Play close to Henderson. Rodby down the other end. Beaten to it by Philos all the way back to his goalkeeper. Pass only goes as far as Francesca. Blackwood again. Just have to keep possession here and go forward with it. Marcus. On board at the top. Henderson touches with Becker. Henderson wins it. Goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, Woodlands. A little flip from Scumici, comes McCabe. Beats him for pace, does he? McCabe cuts it back. How hard is it to pick the difference between them without in a split second?
You just like, to be honest, when you play with them, I know the new boys, it was very hard when I first signed with the club. It was very hard to get used to both of them, but then the more you play with them, the more you get to know them. You pick them because one's always up front and the other one's in the middle. So, or you look at the boots, one wears black boots, one wears white boots. You know they do that on purpose.
Well, there you go. I didn't know that. It's good to know.
Well, that's the George Blackwood first time through.
Oh, he looks
Berkshire
back
looking
for him.
dangerous.
Into Janto. Oh, referees there free kick on the Jets. So which one's got the black boots on?
Hamish McCabe. He's the one up front. Liam McCabe's got the white boots on.
Are they still doing the wacky celebrations this year?
Hamish is, yeah. Hamish, that's his thing. Yeah. And they both wear tiempos as well. They always go tiempos, black or white. So, interesting.
Do they have to rock, paper, scissors for who gets to wear what colour?
No, they're pretty decisive. They're a pretty decisive duo.
Devereaux finds Christophilos. Hamish McCabe back out. Francesco might pull the trigger from here. Crosses. Cleared by LaCornia.
Bit of commotion here on the far outside. Devereaux's Lockie Wilson getting stuck in.
The referee with a little bit of a decision to make here. There was a...
Who is down there? I think that's Cameron O'Doherty and Gento.
Very hard to see from here. The benches and spectators in the way. Yoho Matsumoto absolutely not wanting anything to do with it, as normal.
More worried about going cold, so he's keeping himself warm, clearly, which is always good to see. You don't want players fighting on the park. Or soccer players, not boxers. You know, so it's good to see, and it's good to hear from both coaches. I heard from up here that both coaches were saying, "Calm down, it's enough." So that's also good to see. Well handled there as well by the referee tonight. So.
The referee just having a little discussion with his assistant just to see if there needs to be any cards issued out here, I believe. Doherty gets one. I think Devereaux's going to get one for his shove as well, and he does. So completely missed what actually happened, but that's okay. We'll move on. Harpers will restart the game with a free kick.
Just waiting for ref to resume the game. Dealt with there by Paul Wilson. Goes on again by Paul. Dealt with by Birkalla's defenders. Skamitsi can come away here. I've got to say, Birkalla stayed quiet defensively, very tight tonight. Looking very good tonight. Back foot.
Thanks for taking the reins there, Joseph. Just had to fix the little technical difficulty that we had.
No problem. Teamwork makes the dream work. We all know that. You always know that. If you don't, you do now.
Christophilos comes inside.
High press there. High press there by Modbury Jets. Just turns it away.
Christophilos wins it back. Releases Indigento down the left-hand side. Looks for an early ball into the box and almost caught out Woodlands.
You reckon that was a cross or a cheeky little shot there from
Well,
Indigento?
I think from what I could see, Woodlands was anticipating the cross. So maybe Indigento saw that he was leaning that way. And not too sure. If it goes in, you claim it.
If it goes in, you claim it, that's for sure. As a player, I would do. Definitely.
Score update in the A-League elimination final. Adelaide United losing 3-1 in the 69th minute currently, so a bit of work to do there for the local A-League team. They did take an early 1-0 lead, but 3 unanswered goals for Western United, so season that hasn't been much to talk about. But here we go, McCabe. Now Blackwood. McCabe. Wilson can't find Skamitsi. So a little bit of Possession for both teams coming to nothing. Henderson does end up giving the free kick away. I think the referee was a little bit too far. As the play sort of progressed, the referee was a little bit too far away, relied on the official on the other side to make that decision.
Well, it's fair enough, shoulder straight through the back. I mean, who knows, maybe 20 years ago it wouldn't have been a foul. But this day and age it is, so. Burke's got another free kick in the 20th minute now. About the same angle as before, Connie. Let's see if they learnt anything from the last free kick they took.
A little bit further out this one. Christophilos to take again.
Tell you what, they've got some tall players as well, Birkalla. Interesting.
Jock Wall's got Welsh one-on-one at the back post. I think that might be the target. Christophilos delivers. It's into the box. Djurdjevic! Reece Djurdjevic from the back went up.
It's a great ball.
Ended up being a free header, didn't it?
That's a great header as well. That was a phenomenal ball.
It was a decent header to try and get on target. He was almost, well, he was past the penalty spot when he headed it.
Good effort there from West Torrens Birkalla. Very good effort.
Modbury play out from the back. Wilson picks this one up, goes to go long, kicks the ball, and then puts his shoulder through the back. No advantage there. And DeGento wins the free kick, and ultimately Wilson probably tried to fix his own mess and made it worse than what it was.
Birkalla have gone from one side to the other with these free kicks, so maybe this could be their side, Connie. Who knows?
Could say that Paul Wilson tried to mop the floor with a broom instead. So again, quite clear that Christophilos is the set piece taker, sorry. This one's going to be swung away from the goalkeeper. Might turn out to be a little bit more dangerous. We'll see what happens here.
It's interesting to see Blackwood. I'm watching Blackwood. He's standing.
It does go to the back post again. It's dealt with. Modbury can only flick it out as far as Christophilos. Goes back to Matsumoto. They keep possession. Blackwood wins the header. Becker first Wall. Wall does well to head the ball back. Almost looked like Becker was going to just zip in either in front or behind him. Wilson, Paul Wilson goes long again. The other Wilson on the other side wins a free kick against Alan Welsh. Maybe this time Modbury can try and make a free kick count, or is this a bit too far out for the ball to be put in the box?
No,
there we go, there's the answer.
Francesca plays on. I was about to mention, Connie, it's quite interesting with this Modbury team. We've got a lot of last names. We've got a lot of double last names in this Modbury team. We've got 2 Detroits, we've got 2 O'Dohertys, 2 McCabe's, 2 Wilsons. It's quite interesting. We're the first ever NPL team with the same last name. The exact same. So he's O'Doherty.
Yes, the referee says it is. There's an O'Doherty. Brother of Jordan.
Jordan O'Doherty played A-League as well. I believe he played with George Blackwood at Adelaide United, potentially. He played a very experienced player. Great talent to have. I'd say great talent to have just in South Australia for even young boys to come and watch local games and look up to a player such as Jordan O'Doherty. A great player to have in the squad.
There's Hamish McCabe. Now it's Liam McCabe. Did I get that right?
Yes. Yeah, well done. Bit of McCabe magic. They're trying to work there on his far right side. Here's Zorro with the ball.
McGregor. Ball's given away cheaply again though by Modbury. Magento. For a split second there, can't quite see what happened with the box there in the way. Goes long. Clayson Thomas had eyes on the ball, asking for trouble when you got Henderson coming the other way. Oh, it's a great little touch
by Patrick McGregor. Put himself in the box as well.
Here's Hamish McCabe has a shot on goal. Looked closer than what it was.
Phenomenal touch by Paddy McGregor. There in the middle to burst through into the box. Definitely ignited nothing into something. Young McGregor did, so really good to see.
Harpers goes long. Gets a good piece of that one too, but Henderson with his header sends it back the other way. Now it's Christophilos. Devro. Blackwood just possessed the ball. Oh, comes off the back of McGregor and turns out nicely for Wilson. He goes forward. Skamitsi made the run inside, wanted the ball slip between himself and the defender, but instead has to chase it down out wide. Now Skamitsi goes all the way back to Doherty. Or Zorro, as Joseph has quite clearly named him for tonight. Henderson just picks the ball up and slows down the tempo a little bit. Wilson picks the tempo back up and not too sure what he was trying to do there, but
idea was, I believe the idea was for Francesco Skamitsi to feet. We all know he's very good at holding up the ball. Very strong number 9, Francesco Skamitsi, and I think that's what Paul Wilson was looking for. Blocker there at the back for Francesco Skimitsi's feet. Just too much pepper on it.
Again, Harpers goes long. This time just over halfway. Same story though. Henderson wins the header like he does most of the time.
Looking for the foul there as well.
Yeah, I think it was half a shout, but I think because he won the header and the player sort of was coming back with his eyes on the ball, the referee let it go. Welsh intercepts. Matsumoto a little bit slow on the ball that time.
Did well there to win it back, Lockie Wilson.
McCabe tries to slip it through for Skamitsi. He's onside. Harpers comes. Flag stays down. Whistle doesn't go, so it's play on. Here's Hamish McCabe again from distance. Might pull the trigger. He does. It deflects.
Hamish McCabe. Corner ball here for Modbury Jets. Looks like Patrick McGregor's going to come and whip it across goal.
McGregor swinging this one away from the goalkeeper. Hits a nice spot. Wilson's there, wins the header. Harpers claims nicely and goes quickly for Becker here. Becker has an opportunity to open up the legs. Oh, another little bit of push and shove on the far side. Referee just getting over to control that one as well.
Becker and Lockie Wilson, I believe.
Adelaide United have pulled one back in Melbourne in the elimination final. It's now 3-2. Just over 11 minutes to play of normal time. I know they can score goals, but quite clearly tonight, as we'll see for the majority of the season, they can concede them as well. But here goes Modbury Jets here in South Australia. It's clipped in. Harpers comes and claims that one nicely.
He's been busy tonight, Harpers. Birkalla goalkeeper already, 27 minutes in. He's been quite busy, which is he's had some safe hands back there.
I think the talk around, the NPL and the town is that he's, at this stage, being probably the best goalkeeper in the year, and it's probably due to how frequently he does get called into action. But he still does the job.
That's a great turn there by
George Blackwood. Becker.
Becker.
Just a touch from Becker. Clayson Thomas hits it goalward from a tight angle. Woodland saves nicely, goes long. He's looking for Scamitzi. Scamitzi's got 2 to beat. He just about does.
He's done well there, Scamitzi.
Oh, Scamitzi.
The Jardine that looked like for a second.
Just a few lost finds Blackwood again, picking the ball up deep. 3 players ahead of Blackwood even when he does pick the ball up deep. But as soon as he comes and picks the ball up deep, they realise that he then becomes the playmaker and move forward. It's a great touch by Welsh. Clayson Thomas has got some space to travel. Wilson has to follow him. Becker back to Clayson Thomas, or tried to find Clayson Thomas and couldn't do so. Now Hamish McCabe beats Djurdjevic. This is dangerous. Hamish McCabe gets into the box. Hamish McCabe saves. Skamitzi's there, but he can't get a foot to it.
Great save by Harper. That's a great save. Wow. No wonder there's been the talk of best goalkeeper in the league so far. When you get caught into action and you step up big like that, that's huge for West Torrens Birkalla. Credit to Harpers there, well done. Corner here for Modbury Jets. Unlucky there by Hamish McCabe. He's always dangerous. He's always very dangerous in that front 3. Patrick McGregor to whip the ball in there for the Modbury Jets.
His last corner met the head of Wilson. Well, they look to do the same here. McGregor whips it in.
The ball.
That was heading towards the wall. He goes back. Wilson, the other
free header there. Zorro looking for Tim Henderson in the back.
He finds him. Henderson,
great
great
touch.
touch.
By Henderson.
Birkalla gets to go forward again, but it's turned over now. It's Liam McCabe. He might have a shot from distance. He does. Off target though.
Definitely better there from the Modbury Jets. Looking a bit more dangerous. 30 minutes in here at Jack Smith Park. Scores are still moving.
Marcus goes long. Again, it's won by Modbury in the air. This time it's Wilson. Blackwood. A free kick. How many people have you told that you're on the commentary tonight and probably listening to you and hearing you carry on here tonight?
I've told a few people whether they choose to listen or not. That's up to them. But they're missing out on it, not me and you. That's for sure.
Freezing tonight here too, by the way.
It is cold. We've got these tenders up, but
that's doing nothing.
We've got this shade cloth up around me and Connie and the scaffold. This is the best part of the season now. It's good weather. Best nights for footy tonight.
Modbury Jets looking to play out from the back, but just putting themselves in a slight bit of trouble. Wilson.
Keller really pressing high as well. It's a good ball from Paul Wilson as well. A little flick off from Francesco Scamitzi.
Birkalla not too happy that there was no decision given there. McCabe finds his brother. His touch is just away from him, but a little bit of crash and bash out there at the moment. Both teams sort of building up well, but not finishing it off that final pass.
It's quite back and forth here, Connie.
It is.
Ball retention from the Jets is keeping it.
Henderson. A bit of pressure, but done well to find Wilson. Wilson now finds Majority, turns it over, but wins it back. Now he's away. Oh, that could be a foul. It is. So now, oh, and a yellow card.
Oh, interesting. That was interesting. The
Late,
yellow
it
card.
was late, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Birkalla were gifted with the couple free kicks from this angle earlier in the game. And now it seems to be Modbury Jets' turn. And Jesse Francesca with the ball in here on the right side of the park, closest to Birkalla's bench. You can see the 3-2 boys at the back. Tim Henderson, Jockey Wall, Paul Wilson. We reckon, Connie, that's the target?
I think you've given away the secrets, mate.
Nah. They changed.
Henderson just comes and have a little word with Francesca, maybe telling him who to aim for. So here goes Jesse Francesca. On the referee's whistle, of course. Marcus is well off his line here. Francesca whips it into a great spot. It's into the... Oh, wow. Paul Wilson again.
No, that was Tim Henderson.
Henderson,
Tim
was it?
Yeah. Tim Henderson, he come to put his 2 cents into Jesse Francesca.
He found him.
Clearly knew what he was talking about.
Great save again. Oh, here goes Birkalla, Joe. Henderson had to work his way back from that set piece, gets back and intercepts that for a corner. Just a score update down at Adelaide City Park. The other NPL fixture tonight. Adelaide City 0, Campbelltown City 0 in the All-Italian Derby in the 31st minute.
So it's interesting, that one, because then what do they do when they play Metro Stars? Is that an All-Italian Derby part 2?
I think this is the official one.
This is the official one. 2 big clubs, South Australia.
Christopher to whip this corner in. Front post, Welsh wins the header.
Done well to get on target as well, Welsh.
Again, it's clipped in, Blackwood. Referee's found a free kick in that.
Fantastic header there from Welsh to get the ball on target. Alan Welsh spent a lot of his career at Adelaide Commons. Did a little stint in the A-League also.
And the Newcastle Jets.
Won a few shirts more to the ball, I believe. Definitely quite a talent. Definitely another one to look out for this season.
I think that's been, for a majority of the time he's been playing the NPL, he's been one of the better. Yeah, one of the better. Obviously the best at times. Gento's little push and header. Mr. Philos. Anderson gives him a little shove. Referee says play on. Gento's little flick, then go too far. And that's a dangerous challenge by Welsh.
Interesting is the card come out.
Some of the card come out before, but the referee deemed that a legitimate play on the ball. Probably a little bit further away from goal as well.
I think he's been fair tonight so far.
He's done a good job.
He's done a good job. So far. 37 minutes in. Here at Jackson Park.
Ball in dispute again.
Jesse Francesca finds Hamish McKay down on the left side of the park. Hamish McKay cuts in.
Turns it over. Now it's Becker for West Torrens Birkalla. Looks for Blackwood. Does he find him? No, he can't because Henderson's there ahead of time. Henderson looks long this time. So Modbury will take the throw in on the far side. One by Henderson. O'Doherty flips this forward. Gibson has to hold it up. Wins it back. Liam McCabe. Francesca. Back to McCabe. Now it's Wilson on the inside. Doesn't look to pull the trigger. Turns it over. Now it's Birkalla. Oh, it's turned over the other way. Francesca can hit him from distance. He's done it before. Has a go on goal. Pulls the best out of Harpus again. Another corner.
Strike there from Francesca. And Harpus again, big. Big for West Orange Birkalla. Patrick McGregor to take it again on the left side.
This time McGregor will take it from the other side, and this will swing into the box. So his last couple have been dangerous. Swings it in near post. It's cleared by Indijanto. O'Doherty. Francesca again.
Go second time. We know he can hit him from there, that's for sure, Connie. We've seen it previous years. Bit of a rifle of the right boot he's got, Jesse Francesco, the captain of the Modbury Jets Soccer Club. Great razzle dazzle there from Hamish McCabe. Put Chocolate Wall through on the left side. Harpus big again. Rolls it away to the Jets.
Here's Skamitzi. Might have a go. He does. Over the crossbar. A couple of chances at both teams in this first half. Henderson with that header on target from a free kick that Francesca put into the box. Seen down the other end, obviously. Williams had to make a couple of saves. It's that final touches really looks missing for both teams, because we might have seen a couple of goals already. So for a throw in on the far side for Modbury Jets. Wall goes all the way back to Henderson. Just 4 minutes remaining here. Closer to 3 now. Wilson. Okay, picking the ball up a little bit deeper now. Just trying to shift Birkalla over a little bit further than what they normally would. Wilson the ball over the top, finds Skamitzi. A bit of work to do though. Brings it down, he clips it in. Sails over Harpus crossbar. Sometimes just come to get a few little pointers off Coach Stav Galekas here in front of us. Cornu. A little bit indecisive there, and in the end turns it over. Okay, he does the exact same thing. Now here's Classic Thomas getting forward. Indijanto.
Foul there, Con.
Becker flips it in.
Getting that back post, letting it down.
Oh, he let that bounce there, Djordjevic, and unfortunately for Modbury Jets, Skamitzi couldn't make the most of it.
This half, Birkalla found some, definitely found some joy in that middle of the park, turning on the ball and driving forward. I've seen it happen a few times tonight already. Definitely bringing them joy.
We have a score update from Ironbark Fields in Melbourne, where the elimination finals just finished and Adelaide United have been eliminated. They lose 3-2, so Colville's tenure comes to an end. And you see a foul here, Modbury goes down again. Becker is the culprit.
I'll tell you what, he hasn't had much luck. The poor Cameron O'Doherty. He hasn't had much luck. Not in the previous years, definitely not tonight. He seems to hit the ground a fair bit, but he's a trooper. He's a trooper. He fixes the Batman nose and off he goes. What do you reckon?
I reckon it'd be very difficult.
You reckon that mask is...
I never had to do it.
Play on his eyes, play on his vision.
It'd just be uncomfortable, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon so too.
Harper's just really slowing things down here. Now he puts it down and goes long. That's a Monto forward. He won the header.
Won the header. I keep looking at it just number 4 Cameron O'Doherty. It actually suits him. The mask suits him. Good tackle there as well. From O'Doherty.
Injury time in the first half. Next time Birkalla have the ball in the front third here. Maybe a last gasp effort here in the first half to create something, but again, your mate, Zorro, wins the ball back.
Zorro's away. He's
Hamish
away here.
McCabe.
Zorro's away here.
Oh.
Could have been one more last good chance for him just before the second half whistle blew.
Second half whistle.
First half whistle, I apologise.
Blackwood brings it down on his chest. But Matsumoto out wide, he uses him now. Cuts inside. Looks for Devo, but it's turned over. Here's Liam McCabe. Modbury Jets might get the last save of the first half. Hamish McCabe goes out for a corner, so definite last chance here for, well, not last chance, I don't know, but probably something that Birkalla wouldn't have wanted to give away in that situation there. Matsumoto sort of overdid it in the middle of the park a little bit.
Interesting, Hamish McCabe's come short to Patrick McGregor. Looks like they're going to skip that option.
Looks like it's still going to get put into the box, you would think, this late stage of the first half.
Yeah, well, you'd believe so.
Here is McGregor, who's going to deliver this when the referee says so, and that's now. He does go short, so something different.
Okay.
O'Doherty.
O'Doherty whips it in instead. Satisfied with that.
I think he just wants the ball to go in the back of the net.
Outcome, as any coach does.
So, referee looks at his watch.
Zorro.
Doherty. Zorro, sorry. Oh, here's Becker. Becker's away.
Last chance here. Becker's away here.
Sort of didn't sit for him as he would have liked. He would have liked it more direct.
Interesting scenes there. He's on the half-time whistle.
Yeah, the coaches weren't too happy there because they believed that there was an attacking phase, but I think the referee, as soon as he saw the ball come backwards, that was his cue to blow the whistle.
Fair enough, he's done well that first half, I believe, the referee.
Well, no goals to speak of. 47.5 minutes played in the first half. Both teams will head into the sheds now, recoup. Both coaches will get to have a word to their troops. It's been an eventful half without any goals. As I mentioned, Adelaide United losing 3-2 in the elimination final to Western United in Melbourne tonight. That game just finished. There's another game happening between Adelaide City and Campbelltown City. That one's about 4 or 5 minutes behind this one here. Not too sure what happened with the kick-off there. Considering we had a minute silence, and that one's just about to go into half-time as well in the 44th minute. That's 0-0 between Adelaide City and Canberra City. We'll be back with the second half shortly.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Hi, Stephen Curry here. Way too many Australians are seriously injured or die on our roads, and everyone has a right to get home safe every day, no exceptions. Let's champion road safety for all our sakes. Remove distractions, keep your phone out of sight, don't speed, drive tired or under the influence, and talk with friends and family about staying safe on the road. For more info, visit the website, take the pledge and wear a yellow ribbon on yourself or your car to show your support. Let's all stay safe out there.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
And he's done so, and he's made it 2-0. Contender for goal of the week. He knows Magello off his line, and he's chipped him from about 25 yards out and taken a 2-0 lead.
Hi, Stephen Curry here. Way too many Australians are seriously injured or die on our roads, and everyone has a right to get home safe every day, no exceptions. Let's champion road safety for all our sakes. Remove distractions, keep your phone out of sight, don't speed, drive tired or under the influence, and talk with friends and family about staying safe on the road. For more info, visit the website, take the pledge and wear a yellow ribbon on yourself or your car to show your support. Let's all stay safe out there.
What I'm excited about, the most, how we can come together, learn about everybody, because we're not the same, but we're somehow the same.
The community came to government to express their concerns about young people. It is our role to listen and it's our role to act.
There's so many kids wanting to play the game from all walks of life.
African Youth Program was established to help Africans with sport, cultural identity, mentorship.
Having a program that's going to target the African children, given it's their sport of choice, presents a huge opportunity to link participation in football with education, which is a perfect fit.
I think the African Youth Program will be a very inclusive program with different teams, different schools coming to play with us.
It's like a very big opportunity to expand skills, knowledge, and in different areas of life.
Most of the kids will grow from this program to be able to become valuable, positive contributors in our society.
Like a voice to be spoken with and not being scared to show your skills.
This empowerment program has many different aspects to it, and of course sport is one of those, but it's actually really about finding your place in the world.
I think everybody's pushing in the one direction to make sure that we can make a real difference.
It's not just a game, it's a very passionate sport that millions of people around the world love to play. That's what football is.
Ryan with the free kick. Hands off Cameron Woodfins. Oh, what a save. What a save by Cody Ostrike.
Lining up. He's sent into the area. And it's great save there from Woodlands. And we'll give another corner in the end, but
have all 3 points tonight. Although, still possible opportunities. Jai King-Byrne with the header. And Vaughan, I think, had to make that save.
Hit it and does. And he forces a great save from Magetto there and pushes it wide for a corner.
Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG.
Has a little bit of space, takes it down nicely and plays a nice through ball to Millie Scott. Scott on the run now has a shot and she's beaten her opponent to the far post and opened the scoring for Metro United. Fine goal by Millie Scott and it's 1-0 on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. Rushes aside, great. Comes out to Hadaj. She finds Mansueto at the far side, she's onside. Nice touch by Mansueto to pass her opponent, she struck that beautifully. And Metro United have got themselves back ahead. After some fine work on the far side of Victoria Mansueto. It's 2-1.
Back to Noto again, just putting a ball into the centre. Could this make it? Number 5. Good save from Lucas.
That ball clipped over for Rojas. The flag has stayed down. Rojas to restore Flinders' lead. Saved. The edge of the penalty area, you would imagine. And the ball might break here. Fox! Oh, great save, Jenner. It might still fall for Fox.
On the back of the announcement of the celebration of football, NPLSA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up and actually take on a team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with NPLSA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given the professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Welcome back for the second half here at Jack Smith Park. Half-time scores. This time Birkalla 0. Modbury Jets 0. Kick-off under the way. Modbury Jets get things going. No substitutions from what we can see up here. Both teams probably happy with how that first half went. You reckon both teams will be pretty happy with it, despite obviously not conceding, but
yeah, definitely
not scoring.
I believe so. Not scoring, but not conceding, so you can't really change anything at the moment.
Modbury Jets will maintain possession here for the moment. Wilson just didn't quite put that pass to the advantage of Skinizzi. Now just time to get the chance to go forward. It's turned over again, so Modbury with first minute of attacking play. They'll get it back. Francesca, not his best effort.
Tried to lace the leather off that ball. He missed both nets.
Yeah,
the other one and the black one.
Wasn't. I don't think that's very Francesca, that one. I think he's definitely got better in his locker. We've seen that.
Definitely. I think those shots there, they're a bit more, as a club captain, a bit more frustration, those shots. Just, I think, as a player, you know, sometimes you let that little bit of, you let the rifle out with no care, and that's what that was, I reckon.
I didn't quite see. Well, that's a great cut inside, but no one was there to feed off of it. Just that Francesca one, I don't know if he maybe saw the keeper off his line or what he saw, but he could have been frustration, could be anything. But Matsumoto thought he was a bit late there, but turned over. Clayson Thomas, he sees Woodlands off his line.
Saw Woodlands off his line, that's for sure.
I think as soon as Clayson Thomas looked up at Woodlands, Woodlands started to backtrack quite quickly, so I think he would have probably
maybe,
I think he would have got there, but seems like they both trying to read each other's minds there. Wilson goes long. Hamish McCabe on the far side, gets into the box, cuts it back. Skamitzi's there, one way, the other. You've got Wilson, and it goes over the crossbar. So, a bit better build-up play that time, wasn't it?
Definitely a bit better build play, a bit more action. It's good to see both teams have come out and they're definitely looking to score.
That's for sure.
They're pulling the trigger, which is good to see. They're not trying to run it over the line. So, interesting start for the second half. Nice touch there by Zara.
I think Lockie Wilson maybe just tried a little bit too hard to find the corner. Maybe he could have just got the shot on target and made the keeper work, but wanted to really find the cobwebs then, didn't he?
Tried to bend it in the far back post there. And Lockie Wilson.
Throw in. Modbury again going forward. Had a couple of quick chances here in the first 3 minutes. It's not ideal. Clayson Thomas tries to flick it with his back heel. Can't do so. Wilson again. A bit of action off the ball, but finds Hamish McCabe. He gets into the box. He's one-on-one with the keeper, and another great save by Harpers.
That's a great dummy there from Francesco Scamitzi as well. Great communication from Hamish McCabe and great listening from Francesco Scamitzi. Hamish McCabe, great turn as well to get into the box there of the West Times Birkalla. And again, Harpers, Connie, definitely no doubt, has definitely kept them in the game tonight. Well done to Harpers, 2 courageous saves so far.
It's tipped in, Harpers comes, he spills this one. Doherty strikes, doesn't get all of it, he gets it back though, he gets another chance. Now it's Francesca, has it go from distance, it falls, it spills, it's cleared. Francesca wins it back. Devereaux wins it back for Birkalla, so that was a little bit of a scrappy play there.
Bit of like a ping pong machine there. Bing, 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 bing.
Here's Blackwood, finds Welsh. Welsh looks for Andigento. Does he get there? He does, but can't find a teammate with the pass. Missed by Christophilos, lets Skamitzi in. Thought McCabe was making the run down the line. Harpers will pick it up and Birkalla get to just control the tempo again.
Skamitzi looking for Hamish McCabe there down the right side, far right side.
McCabe comes over the foot. Harpers under a bit of pressure, picks it up, goes long. George tries to go long.
Off go the Modbury Jets bench for the warm-up.
Who have we got on the bench there tonight, mate?
I'll tell you what, quite a talented bench. We've got Louis Detroyer. He doesn't need much more introduction. He's some player, Louis Detroyer. Played for Campbelltown, also did a stint in Sydney. Jordan O'Doherty, of course, we touched on him before, some talent. And then we've got Zeke, young Zeke, come from Cumberland. Very good players. Got that Burundian flair about him, that's for sure. Very. And then we've got
Daniel Detroyer.
And then we've got Tommy Hughes, the goalkeeper, and Fred Sunday's like lightning, Connie. You wait when he comes on and you watch him run. Wow. I believe actually Zeke's, I think Zeke's Somalian flair, not Burundian flair, Somalian flair. So he's got it. Whatever it is, he's got that flair, and it's good to see. So
did get to see him lit up the African Cup earlier in the year.
yeah. There's some talent in that African Cup. Brilliant, really good to watch that cup. I really enjoy watching it.
Birkalla play their way out of trouble here. Into Gento, will pick it up. Finds Blackwood gets a little bit of space. Henderson comes in strong, wins the ball. Blackwood stays down for the moment. Just a few lost finds Becker. Clayson Thomas. Clayson Thomas. Becker. Clayson Thomas. A great little bit of play there by...
That's a great tackle by Zorro. Cameron O'Doherty on the far side. That's a fantastic tackle.
Looks like he got the ball.
Definitely.
It's very hard to tell from up here.
Fair enough for Birkalla's bench to try and win the free kick there. As any team would.
Blackwood might have to go from distance. He does, and it goes over the crossbar. McGregor's slow to get up there. Not sure if he's done an ankle or what he's done. Didn't quite see. It didn't look like there was any contact. So he's got that calf strapped up, has he?
He's got that calf strapped up, but I don't think that's a worry for McGregor. Seems to be the right side. Yeah, it is. It is the right side, not the left side.
Holding that right shin. Very small shin pads on by the looks as well.
Yeah. Which player doesn't these days, Connie? You know, they all do.
Filos wins it. Can you get a ball into the box? Attempted to. Shouts at handball. They're waved away.
Majority there. They're trying to win.
That's a motto. Becker. Still with Becker. Blackwood goes to ground right on the edge of the box. Goodness me, that was close. Very dangerous challenge there.
It looks like Charlie Davro's grabbed the ball straight away by the looks of things, and we know he can hit him, that's for sure. Charlie Devro's quite dangerous from these positions, if it is him that's on the ball. Just trying to look, who put the foul in, was it?
Yeah, I didn't see.
I reckon it was, I won't name the name, I'm not too sure, 110%.
I totally missed that.
Just seen George Blackwood go down, but it looked like a little bit of a mixture of two players.
I'm not sure if it was one of the centre backs or if it was one of the midfielders that was back there, but very dangerous. It's literally, you're probably about a foot away from a penalty.
Yeah, definitely. Lucky to get the free kick instead.
Woodlands needs to get his wall set and right here. A couple of big players in the wall.
It does look like Charlie Devro's going to bend this around the wall. Up and over, I believe.
Filos is there as well, so two left footers. Matsumoto making it look like he's interested as well. But the referee just getting the players back to 10 yards.
I'll tell you what, out of those three players, number 18, number 77 and number 10 of the West Torrens Birkalla, they are all capable.
So the referee is happy with the wall. They're 10 yards away. It's going to be one of these left footers. It looks like it's going to be Devro. Gets the shot in on goal and it's over the crossbar. Woodlands put a hand up just in case, but it didn't look like it was going to trouble him. Wasn't too much pace on the ball. Again, play will restart with a goal kick. Go short, Henderson will pick it up. They did most of the first half, Modbury. Now Wilson goes long. Seems to be something that is either spoken about or just happens to happen quite often. And the referee's deemed that it's gone out well and truly at the park. So Liquid left the foot in there. Referee plays it on. Camo Doherty goes again. One in the air by Jurdovic. Wilson. Matsumoto just clears. And realises he had a short option on.
press there from West Ham, Birkalla.
Did work well. No roll goes long. Djurdjevic. Henderson. Experience and strength.
He's a strong boy, Tim Henderson. Even in training, he's definitely one of the strongest in the team. Like a quick ball there at the back. Modbury Jets number 5.
Did you know that your assistant coach holds the A-League record for the quickest goal scored?
Yeah. Louis
Brain?
Yeah, he seems... actually, you know what? I was about to say he brags about it, but you know what? He's quite a humble man, Louis Brain. I'm still waiting to know how much he gave the referee to allow him to put that ball in the back of the net so quick, and the opposition team, don't know who they were, but that information he'll never disclose. He just winks at you and says, yeah, I know, Jay. So
here's a chance. Blackwood and Henderson. Woodland's come out. Luckily it was Henderson that got there first. Devereaux intercepts it. Can only send it back as far as Wilson. So a little bit of ping pong there again in the middle.
Oh, look at Paddy McGregor was looking, yeah.
Saw the keeper off his line, and the idea was probably there, but the execution was well off.
He hadn't settled the ball yet. McGregor just got the sign. I believe Jordan O'Doherty's coming. Getting ready to come in for the Modbury Jets. Louis Brain.
He is
calling him over.
Man with the fastest A-League goal scored. I think it was 11 seconds. Is that right?
11 seconds, yeah. I believe it was. 11 seconds.
I wasn't at that game, but I definitely remember it.
Some television.
That's great strength for us, Kamitsi.
Pulled the trigger too.
Now, Birkalla with some space. Blackwood looks for Becker, who's on the other side now. And he's got Wilson. Becker one way, the other, and loses his footing, unfortunately. Wilson goes long.
We've got a boundary commentator just to check out the snipers in the trees. Or?
No, we don't have anyone out there tonight.
Went for a little slide there, Becker.
It's definitely cold out here tonight, but not artificial. Normally it's not too
The pitch is quite dewy.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. I was on it before. I had a little feel, and it's quite dewy. So no doubt the boys were slipping around. Fair enough.
Challenge, but referee pays advantage. Wilson and McCabe making the run.
I thought he was going to pull the trigger there, young Wilson.
Looked like it, then he's
have a bit of a glory day.
Shaped to hit it, but then tried to play the ball into Hamish. Okay. So you got the boot off, mate. You've been out for a little while.
Got the boot off. I broke my foot in the trial game and in a friendly match against Fulham. Got the boot off. Was out for 12 weeks and now been cleared by the surgeon. So hopefully another month. If you asked me 6 weeks ago, I would have said I'll be back next week, which would have been 7 weeks. But yeah, I did the full 12 weeks, and now I'm out the boot and ready to go.
Another 4 or 5 weeks before we see you play.
3.5, Connie. 3.5. I'm a Calabrese, 3.5.
He can't hold that one up. Marcus comes and clears. Wilson has to deal with it. He lets it bounce, lets Blackwood in. But then does well to clear. McGregor. McCabe with the back heel.
Great little touch there from Hamish McCabe in the middle of the park.
Marcus had to come and be sure because he was right on the edge of his area. Welsh finds Blackwood. Little clip over the top.
Cheeky ball there from Welsh. A good ball too. Nothing but top quality there from Alan Welsh.
Gento left it, thought he was offside, but if he actually looked, he was onside because Henderson was 3 yards behind the rest of the defenders. And the referee blows the free kick. There's going to be a change. It's going to be Ryan Yates coming on for West Torrens Birkalla. Off goes Charlie Devereaux on the far side.
A lot of experience, Ryan Yates. Here for the West Torrens Birkalla in the middle of the park, the number 6.
He had a good stint. A few boys actually in Birkalla, by what I'm seeing. McCornew, Yates, Alan Welsh. They've all done their stint at Allied Comets for a fair few years. They seem to come over to the West Torrens Birkalla for the 2025 season.
Yeah, a fair few of them come over from Adelaide Comets, whether they were moved on or had better offers, who knows, but come to the newly promoted West Torrens Birkalla. Here is Yates.
Straight in the action, Yates.
Welsh flips it over the top for Blackwood. Sorry, Clayson Thomas. He's got Becker on the right. Can he bring it under control? He can, but away from the goal. Wall gives him a shove. The referee agrees and plays the free kick. It's a little bit silly by Wall, just 2 hands in the back.
Yeah.
He probably didn't need to do it because he wasn't going anywhere.
Well, not at all. Becker wasn't facing towards him. Becker was going one way and that was to the corner flag, so he should have just kept him going that way. Surprised not to see the card actually there. Interesting.
Well, it's a dangerous position. It's going to be Christopher Phillips. We saw in the first half he had a couple of opportunities from this area, but obviously the other side of the park.
See the Modbury Jets coaching staff up on their feet.
Jordan O'Doherty ready to come on, but we're hoping, Morris Natalia that is, with his instructions given, he's not going to have to have Jordan O'Doherty enter with them being a goal down. The referee just seen something he didn't like. Now it's Christopher's turn to deliver. He does. It's deep. It's to the back post. I think that was a half shot, half cross sort of ball with enough pace to try to worry the keeper, but he couldn't. It looks like there's going to be a change made now.
Seems to be Jordan O'Doherty coming on.
Yeah, the referee's going to hold up the play. He's going to come on for McGregor.
Patrick McGregor. As we've touched on this man before, he doesn't need much more introduction. Jordan O'Doherty. He's in his prime too now. He's 26 years of age. He's had a lot of experience. He played in India, in the Indian Super League, teared it up there. He played for Australian under-23s, Newcastle Jets, Western Sydney Wanderers. He did a good stint there. Did his ACL, like his brother there also. Very, very, very top quality player, Jordan O'Doherty, and we'll get to see that tonight.
Well, wins that header. Again, Becker's pushed by Wall, but he gets away with it. He goes to ground again. Maybe this time the card might come out.
The card will come out now.
Yeah, this time it's going to come out. So, second time round, he got away with the first one. Then he got away with the second one, which wasn't called a foul. Then the third one, went to ground. The referee says it's too many accumulated fouls.
I think he's got to be a little bit smarter there, Joku Wall. Just giving a foul away, the referees and the officials are always, and the players are always going to look to come back to your side and rev you up once again. Dan Detroit's been called over.
Maybe a like-for-like change there. Maybe after this free kick.
Especially now Joku Wall's got that yellow card. Probably be the safer decision. Stop him from getting that red card.
Here goes the free kick. Christophilos again with the left foot. Delivers. It's a great ball into the box. It's in the net!
That's Antigento.
No, it looks like Djurdjevic. I thought it was Antigento. I saw him run away, but then he stopped.
That's an interesting celebration.
Reece Djurdjevic. So, a great ball into the box.
It was a fantastic ball.
And West Torrens Birkalla are the first to strike here at Jack Smith Park. After 65 minutes, they go 1-0 up. It's going to be a double change. It's going to be double trouble.
Double trouble, the two Detroyers. Louis Detroyer and Daniel Detroyer, the two brothers coming off Francesco Scamitzi and Joku Wall.
So as anticipated, Wall picked up that card and now makes his way off. And given that goal's just gone in, it looks like some reinforcements required. So Scamitzi's the one who makes way. Didn't look too impressed at coming off. Sort of starved of opportunity tonight with front of goal. So Modbury Jets As well as they've come out in the second half, they find themselves behind now. West Birkalla had the last 5 or so minutes of play. They've made it count now with that goal to Reece Djurdjevic.
Two of the Troyer brothers called straight into action together on this left side.
Louis Troyer wears the 19.
Louis Troyer with the 19, yes, and with Daniel Troyer with the 13. It was only a matter of time there, Connie, I believe, until Birkalla were going to put one away there.
No foul given. Becker didn't have too many options forward, just looked up and saw 3 blue shirts and only the one black and yellow. So let's go and see Francesca. Troyer back to his captain. Doherty, Jordan. Craig tried to play it inside. It's cleared and only as far as Clayson Thomas. Blackwood to his left. He saw him somehow. Blackwood makes his way into the box. One way or the other. Cuts. Clayson Thomas. Oh! Just couldn't quite make contact with the ball.
Great touch there.
A let-off as well from Modbury Jets.
Definitely. I'll tell you what, if Matsumoto wasn't chucking so far behind, that would have been potential 2-0 there for West Torrens Birkalla.
West Torrens Birkalla just flicking a switch all of a sudden, having chance after chance here, and they go forward again.
Great play also there from Birkalla for the middle of the park. Clayson Thomas.
Look for Clayson Thomas in the box. Daniel Detroyer. Louis Detroyer comes across, puts the pressure on. McCormick wins it. Welsh gives the second ball. With his pass. Matsumoto.
Then the little slip there from Becker. On sliding. Birkalla's number 15. Wilson tries a penetrating pass into Liam McCabe in the middle of the park for the Modbury Jets.
Wilson wins a header between 2 West Torrens Birkalla players. Now it's Liam McCabe. Gets into the box, gets to the byline, cuts it back. Hamish McCabe.
Harpus again.
Wow.
That's an amazing save. I don't know if that was on target, but wherever it was, wow, what a save. Great strong hand there from Harpus to give Modbury Jets a corner.
That was an incredible save.
Oh, Connie, brilliant.
So many times tonight he's done that.
Very much. Three big saves that I can remember. Definitely. One in the first half and 2 in the second already.
So it'll be a corner, far side.
Whipped in by Louis Detroyer.
Louis Detroyer under the park, straight onto set pieces. Flips it.
Little spear ball there.
Not so sure who he was with, but no one really wanted it. Blackwood tries to clear. Yates battles for it, wins the header. Detroyer has a go from distance.
You know what? Wouldn't put him past them either. Louis Detroyer. Not with the top quality top player that he is. He's got a shotgun of a right boot. He can put him away from there. He's got some spectacular.
We've seen that in the previous seasons as well.
Spectacular skills, Louis Detroyer.
I think he did something similar like that at Campbelltown back at playing at the Olympic back in a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah.
Just dropped your turn, cracked it into the pretty much open net from about 45, 50 yards.
Yeah, he's a player of the top draw. Louis Detroyer.
Yates. Anderson lets it go past him, wins it back. His pass though, puts Detroyer under a bit of pressure. Woodlands finds the feet of Francesca. Henderson.
bit of skill there by Tim Henderson.
Good for a centre back.
Bit of experience there.
1-2 in the middle of the park. McCabe and O'Doherty. Francesca. Back to Jordan O'Doherty.
O'Doherty's been busy. He's coming on. Here he is.
Gets into the box. Hamish McCabe has a go. It's blocked. It falls as far as the Troyer on the left. Again, it's blocked. Blackwood. Again, surrounded by blue shirts. Yates. Great little bit of play there by West Tom Birkalla. Blackwood at the centre of it again. Welsh. That's another pulled back there by Wilson, and he's going to pick up the yellow ticket as well.
That's a clear yellow card there from Lockie Wilson, pulling the shirt off Matsumoto as he runs past him. On the far right side, heading towards Modbury Jets' goal. I believe he probably just could have kept running with him. It's not like Matsumoto was running too much far past him. Wilson's definitely got the speed to keep up, so he could have just kept running with him.
Tell you what, did you just see that?
Birkalla tried to play on.
Very fortunate that the referee,
Yeah.
I didn't see him put the whistle in the air initially, but he said to Yates that he did. Yates put the ball in the back of the net because Woodlands had come out to almost the penalty spot to say something to his defence. Even though it wasn't allowed, that was great match awareness to see that by Ryan Yates. And,
I mentioned it when he came on. He's got some experience, so that's the experience he brings to this West Torrens Birkalla team.
Yates will deliver it now. Looks to clip it in for Clarkson Thomas. It dribbles all the way through. Got to Blackwood, but referee picks up the free kick against the Modbury Jets.
Straight off the training ground, that one. That's a Thursday night special. Authority, Jordan.
Looks like Modbury Jets getting ready to make another change here. Be their last opportunity to do so as well.
Looks like the young boy Zeke, Somalian flair, ready to come on.
Great ball there by Francesca. It's clipped in. But only yellow and black shirts. But the ball found its way to Welsh now. Just trods forward, Welsh, giving him a bit of room to run here. Thankfully, he defended that there by Tim Henderson. I don't think Morris Charlie would have been too impressed with Welsh that maybe go forward and throw to the council. He almost ran about 30-40 yards. Gaps just opening up though in the defence of Modbury Jets. Henderson was obviously caught wide intercepting, and Wilson just come across enough to put Tyson Thomas under pressure. Wilson. Gave Henderson some work to do, then Henderson had to rush the pass. Hamish McCabe gets away. Still Hamish McCabe. Just that final ball.
Fred Sunday's off as well here on the sideline, going for another warm-up.
Here's Detroyer. Clips it in. Oh, safe hands again. So I said it was the last change. Sorry, I apologise. It's not the last opportunity.
I believe he has to bring them on. Morris Natali would have to make the sub with Zeke and Fred at the same time.
I thought there was only one change left. But obviously
with the new rules.
Yeah, there's two. So he has to make, I think he has to make both at the same time. Because I've already made two separate changes. So
what is it, Connie? You can make 4 substitutions, but 3 stoppages, isn't it?
5.
5 substitutions.
Except for half time doesn't count.
Yep, but 3 stoppages.
Yeah, in normal play.
Yep, yep.
So
here comes Fred now.
He's getting called back to make that double change. Here's Louis Detroyer. Doherty. Detroyer. Just starting to link up a little bit here, Modbury. Unfortunately, the flag goes up. okay, just didn't quite hold his position. Modbury Jets with their final 2 changes imminent. Now
Since
there's a couple of players going to ground here.
Lacornu's gone down.
Cornu goes down. Looks like Abdullah Balamba, sorry. He's ready to come on, and Harry Ashworth by the looks as well. No, Jonathan Dorigo. It looks like he's in a triple change. Balamba, Dorigo. I think Harry Ashworth was the other one called over when Lacornu went to ground.
You can see he's putting his shin pads on now there, just behind the bench. Ashworth. Abdul sat back down. Looks to be number 23, Ashworth, and number 7, Johnny Dorigo. Could come on for Birkalla.
I think it was going to be a triple change, and then Becker seemed to say that he was okay for now.
Modbury Jets made the change. Young Zeke and Fred Sunday has come on.
Off comes Wilson.
Wilson and I can't see the other substitution out there. That's Zorro. Cameron O'Doherty.
There you go.
So bit of flair on the park here with the 2 substitutions of Zeke and Fred. They definitely bring flair and speed.
Cornu's one of those to make way for West Torrens Birkalla. The other that's going to make way for Dorigo is Clayson Thomas. Started the majority of the games this year has Jonathan Dorigo. Scored a couple of goals. He scored back-to-back against Adelaide City, actually. One in the league, one in the cup.
The brother of South Australian prodigy, Louis Dorigo.
Brother of Louis. Former Adelaide United player, of course. Ball goes straight out for a throw-in. Birkalla win it back though. Tempo's just died off for a little moment, I think, because stoppage and substitutions that took place. So 11 minutes to go. Modbury Jets will push for an equaliser here. This time Birkalla will look to get a second, but not on that occasion though, because he's in an offside position. Starts Wilson.
Comes Fred Sunday.
Looked for Fred, but couldn't find him. Goes to Harpus now. Harpus goes long. Here goes Blackwood. Dorigo. Becker. How's it go from distance and it goes over the crossbar? Date for the other NPL game. Adelaide City versus Campbelltown City. So 74 minutes played there. Still 0-0, but Adelaide City had been reduced to 10 minutes. Draw, but then sent off. Not sure what happened, but here goes Becker, wins it back. Still looking for that second goal. Welsh, Blackwood, how's it go? Hits the post, and DeGento in the offside position, he scored.
Anthony Gento done well there as well to get the ball on target if he was onside. Done very well. There's a sliding effort. Happened to be offside. It's unfortunate for the West Torrens Birkalla. And fortunate for the Modbury Jets. So, scenes here at Jack Smith Park in the 80th minute.
It's a great effort by Blackwood. His left-footed strike came off the upright. Gento put it away after he seemed to be in the offside position. Chris Henderson goes across the goal, dangerous. Becker's there to close it down. Cade does well. Now Detroyer.
That's a great ball there from Detroyer. Looking for Fred Sunday.
Off his line smartly.
Who's picking up speed there, Fred Sunday. I'll tell you what, if you let Fred Sunday pick up speed, he'll run into Monday. You know what I mean, Connie?
There you go.
He's a good man, Fred. He's a good man.
Cade loses possession to Yates. Into Janto.
So what, Becker's free here in the back post.
Dorigo, he's onside, Dorigo. Oh, he looked to cut it back rather than go for goal. Another chance goes begging for West Torrens Birkalla.
I don't know what happened there. I thought Dorigo was going to have a shot for himself, being in that position. Substitution here for West Torrens Birkalla.
Just straight up to the bench, thanks. You can go straight there. 15.
So Abdul Galan will come on. Zach Becker goes off. They're going to be a part of that triple change, but changed their mind at the last second. Now Galan does get his chance to come on. Another player who's lightning quick. Had a good start to the season. Played for Vipers last season.
He's a real talent, Abdul. Technically, probably one of the better players in the league. He's been like that for a very, very long time. For as long as I've known him back in the junior days at Metro, and nothing's changed. He's a real technical player with a lot of flair. So it's good to see him out there playing back in the NPL.
Detroyer. I think he thought someone was wide enough to play that ball through, but didn't turn out to be. Welsh.
Good win in the air there from Daniel Detroyer. Solid effort. Ball with Liam McCabe now.
Great turn by Dorigo. Players running forward. He's got Blackwood. Also got Galamba. Still has it. And he wins the free kick.
Done well there, Johnny Dorigo, to keep the ball and stay on his feet also. He's done very well there. Credit to the young man.
Yates again will stand over this ball. This time, Djurdjevic stays back. So, looks like he'll just aim for Welsh, possibly at the back post. That's what he does. Doesn't make it that far.
Here goes Fred Sunday. Oh, he's touched him down.
Yates looks for Galamba. Detroyer wins a header. Happy just to let it go out and take some time off the clock here. Just over 5 minutes remaining.
Good defending there from Liam McCabe.
Here's Dorigo. Has had a fair amount of possession since he's come on. Here's Blackwood. Doesn't make it. He gets a deflection. Wilson.
For Zeke. Far left side here. That's a great header there, I believe, by Jordan O'Doherty. Not much in that. Quite brave.
Just changed things up a little bit as well with Liam McCabe dropping back in. They've gone to 3 at the back.
They've gone Liam McCabe at the back with 3 at the back and the two wing backs, I believe. With Dan Detroyer, you'll see when they get the chance, he should be pushing high, I believe. And there you go, you can see it right now, 3 at the back. Here's that flare on the right side, the left side, sorry, with Zeke.
Harper's just slows things down again for Birkalla. Goes long. Henderson times the jump well, wins the header. Free kick against Dorigo. Ref now plays it on. Wilson.
He's bringing a bit of flair with him off the bench there, young Johnny Dorigo.
He brings a bit of everything, Johnny Dorigo.
He's Johnny the Menace Dorigo out there, eh? Suits him.
Doesn't mind causing a little bit of havoc.
It's good. It's good. It's good to see in a young player. Fiery. You touched on him scoring a few goals already this season. That's probably why. He's got that bit of fire in him. It's good. Harper's to go long again, I believe. He's had a good game tonight. Harper's. Birkalla goalkeeper. Good win there from Fred Sunday.
Wilson again goes over the top. He lets it bounce into Gento. Beats him to it.
Quite a battle out there.
And the referee says it's a free kick or a throw. What's going to happen here?
Doesn't seem to be too happy with that. Into Gento. Which is fair enough. No player likes being grabbed.
Just a throw in. Get it on his left, does. Pass wasn't really to his advantage. Matsumoto gives a shot to Dan Detroit.
It's a clear free kick there. Matsumoto giving away.
He didn't need to do it. Desperation times now. Only a couple of minutes remaining for Modbury to get an equaliser in normal time.
37 minutes here at Jack Smith Park.
Shouldn't be too much. Well, there was a couple of stoppages. There might be a few added minutes. But
I'd say 4 minutes is fair. 4 or 5 minutes. That's a great touch there from Louis de Troyer. Jeez, it's just silky, isn't he?
Here he goes now. He's going to clip this one in. Couldn't beat that first defender, though. Wilson. Sunday. De Troyer. Back to Wilson. Not looking to get in the box this time, no. It goes back to Liam McCabe. He's dropped in as that third centre-back.
There's that flair we were talking about before, Connie. There with Zeke, he wins a corner.
Zeke wins a corner.
For the Modbury Jets, so interesting. 88th minute. This could be the chance for the Modbury Jets to pull one back with Hamish McCabe whipping the ball in.
McCabe will deliver. It's to the back post. Wilson's there, wins the header.
Just off target.
On target and not going to trouble Harpers, who has been enormous in goal again for Birkalla.
What do you reckon, Connie? Back of the post. You whipping that back across goal, or you going 4 goals? Which one?
I think in that circumstance, they probably should have just tried to knock it back across the face.
I don't mind those ones. You just knock it back across the face. I think it makes more sense, but one thing saying it from up here and another thing doing it down there.
If we win back the ball though.
All the way back to Woodlands.
West Torrens Birkalla are just moments or injury time away now from their first win of the season. We'll find that if the result stays this way, there'll be an enormous amount of noise from not too many people here tonight. It is cold. Will be another immense round of applause. Put in a shift.
Where does that put them, Connie, out of the relegation zone?
Equal 7 points. So if they win, if this stays this way, it will be on to 7 points with Modbury, of course, and Adelaide Croatia Raiders, who play tomorrow afternoon. I think they've actually probably got a better goal difference than what I've just seen.
So Birkalla don't move up or down; they stay where they are.
Only the one goal, so they'll stay in that position, but 7 points. So we're into injury time now.
84 minutes at Adelaide City and Campbelltown City. Currently 0-0 still.
City playing to go top of the table there, so difficult with 10 men though. McCabe, Liam, Jordan O'Doherty. One way, the other way, but Lampers there for company though. Goes back to Woodlands, his goalkeeper. Francesca. Hamish McCabe gets some space to run. Gets to the byline again, clips it back. Francesca's there, touches. Jordan O'Doherty had the attempt, it was blocked. And Liam McKay picks it up. Daniel DeTroyer, Jordan O'Doherty clips it in.
Harpus again.
Read that one very well again.
We saw Jordan O'Doherty score a goal like that not long ago at one of the Modbury Jets home game. Tried to bend in the far post again. Well done there from Harpus.
Into almost the 3rd minute of injury time.
West Times Birkalla setting off now. I think they'd be quite comfortable with that 1-0 win tonight for their first win of the season. Definitely need it. And both teams tonight need the points. So see if the Modbury Jets can pull one back in the dying seconds here.
So a late throw. We're now into the 3rd minute of additional time. Looks like a foul by Dorigo. It is. So a little bit silly because Hamish McCabe was only going sideways. He wasn't really attacking the goal, and Dorigo's going to pick up a card for that. So he's come on and thrown his weight around a little bit. It was a little bit stiff to pick up the card there, but I think maybe if he kicked the ball away, I think he kicked the ball away.
No, he didn't. Yates did.
Yates did,
Yeah.
so not too sure why Dorigo got the yellow card.
I thought that was a bit rough too, but
But it's going to be a delivery into the box from Hamish McCabe. Everyone is forward. Wilson wins the header.
Paul Wilson got up again.
On the last couple of headers, but
The referees just looked at the clock. Jordan O'Doherty not happy with some decisions made, clearly.
I think he's just telling him to hold the goalkeeper.
It's like we touched on before, that 6-second rule doesn't apply anymore, I don't believe. Even though the ball's in the hands, it still should count when it comes to taking a goal kick. Get the game going.
Marcus goes long.
James DeVigo again, throwing his weight around. He's got to be careful. He's just picked up the yellow.
Francesca will take this free kick. Super long. Tomato wins that header. Approaching the 4th minute of additional time. 4 minutes on the clock, about to strike over. Not too sure how long we're going to play here. Doesn't look like finishing it yet. Happy to let it go on.
Liam McCabe was just looking for an option there. He seemed to be in a rush, but there was, which is fair enough. Blocker again, he's up. Block up Paul Wilson, he's up in the box. Heading the ball towards the direction of goal. Just not with enough venom. Put the ball on the back of the net past Harpus. It's going to take a bit to beat Harpus this season, I reckon, for most teams in the NPL, based off what we're seeing here tonight. Quite a performance he put in tonight. Definitely kept West Times Birkalla in the game as of up until now.
Would have had to have pulled off at least 10 saves tonight. Marcus, I reckon.
He's done well. He's done well, Connie. Definitely. There you go. This is that 6-second one we're talking about.
Goes long, looking for the corner flag. The header goes backwards. Woodlands comes out. Back up the other end it goes.
Interesting, approaching the 96th minute. Good win there for Jordan O'Doherty in the air.
Yates will pick up the scraps. Flips it over the top. William McCabe gives chase, wins it. Woodlands doesn't get all of that.
I reckon that's what it's gone to, Connie. I reckon he's about to call it. Yep.
Referee looks at the watch.
96 minutes, I reckon. We've got 30 seconds to play here at Jack Smith Park, I believe.
Here's another chance, though.
He comes away. Is that Tim Henderson on his left? Zeke might look to bend it.
And Marcus saves again.
I reckon...
the story of the night again is
that's it.
Nicholas
Game over. West Times Birkalla 1, Modbury Jets 0 here at full time at Jack Smith Park.
So like I said, a small contingent of West Times Birkalla faithful very, very happy to get that win. First win of the season. They've been involved in some very high scoring games this season. And finally tonight, they're still in the cup, mind you, as well. So they've done well in the cup, and they finally get their first win of the season. Looks like there's a little bit of worry out on the pitch for one of the Modbury Jets players. Nicholas Harper's just calling the physio out, so hopefully nothing too serious.
Paul Wilson on the ground.
But
interesting scenes down here at West Times Birkalla. I thought Modbury Jets could have put a couple away, but that's credit to Harpers. He's done well tonight, Harpers, and the chances that Birkalla got, they seemed to finish one of them, and yeah.
It was just that set piece. Christophilos delivered it with the left foot. He had about 4 or 5 opportunities to do so tonight from similar positions, and finally they got that one right with Reece Jurjevic getting on the end of it, nodding home. And that is the goal that separates both the teams after 96 and a bit minutes. It's all over. Thanks for joining me tonight, mate.
No problem.
Good luck in the recovery.
No
Hope
problem.
to see
Thank
you
you.
back soon.
We'll do. We'll be back.
Yeah, that is all from Jack Smith Park. The final score here is West Torrens Birkalla 1, Modbury Jets 0. Still another game which is probably about to finish in a couple of minutes down Adelaide City Park between Adelaide City and Campbelltown. More NPL action tomorrow. State League 1 and State League 2 action. Women's National Premier League and State Leagues. It's all happening. And good night.
Good night.